Hey everybody, one of ways in here. This is kind of strange. I am recording with my old camera, which I have not done in a long time. It's really lightweight. It took me a while to make sure that the button I pressed would actually initiate the recording. That said, I've got the channel update rendering, and it's taking so long, and it's 4:30, and I kind of need to go to bed pretty soon. So I got tired of waiting, so I'm reverting to this. That way I can upload that, edit this one, and then use my new camera or newer camera to record the Minecraft video, and it'll get up at some point. That said, on the blog I've already got the polls. I did that while I was waiting on the channel update video to render. What I want to know, I've mentioned this in the past, and I think it's going to be pretty interesting. Haven't really gotten a lot of feedback from people on it, but I know it's something that everyone will be interested in and probably has a definitive opinion regarding. Before we get on, Chase McCain is hidden. Not too hard to find. You'll probably see him. If you do, feel free to post up. That said, this poll is going to run from today, Friday, July 26th, until whenever September 26th is, at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. That'll give us a lot of time. We should get a pretty large sample. We can kind of come in and see if we can track any trends or consensus opinions. What it is, simple enough. Skylanders Giants versus Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. This was, of course, installment number 1 in the Skylanders series. And this is, of course, the latest and installment number 2 in the series. What I want to know, just like in our Castaways versus Newlanders battles, which one do you like the best? You know, I don't factor everything into it. I mean, don't just base it on graphics, but, you know, if you're into graphics, factor that in. If you're into, you know, the original experience in SSA, go for that. If you're into the, you know, diverse gameplay in Giants and Brock's arena challenges and stuff, factor that in. This is something, I mean, I realize for a lot of people, both of these games are going to be near the top of your list. That said, you probably do have a favorite out of the two. Won't tell you which one I prefer. I do know. I'll reveal that whenever we do the results video. But factor, like I said, everything in: the gameplay, the number of chapters, the quality of the chapters, the music, the sound effects, the voice acting, character interaction, enemies, just everything inside the game take into consideration. This will actually be, I know these are the Wii versions, I'm a Nintendo person. Basically, I have these two cases here to imply the console version. So if you're a Microsoft Xbox person, you got the PlayStation 3 versions. Whatever console version of the game you have, compare them head to head, pick your favorite. Similarly, the next poll that we're going to introduce, I realize not everyone will be able to voice in on this one. SSA on the 3DS versus Skylanders Giants on the 3DS. Bear in mind, you know, say that you think Giants is infinitely superior and heads and tails above SSA. Keep in mind, the 3DS games are entirely different storylines, entirely different gameplay, entirely different enemies. If you've never played them and you have a 3DS, I'd suggest you pick them up, play them. Really good value for the money, considering you get the special character, Dark Spyro in the case of SSA, Punch Pop Fizz in the case of the 3DS, Volcanic Eruptor in the case of Swap Force, which is coming. But aside from that, you know, it's totally different. There's still a lot of people that don't seem to understand that. You know, maybe your console of choice is a PS3. You know, maybe you're not into handhelds or portables, or you just do your, you know, mobile phone or whatever, a tablet. This isn't going to be the same game. You know, you don't even have Chaos. You've got Hector, you know, for example, in SSA. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you need to pick the game up and play it. If you don't have a 3DS, and I say this all the time, you should really consider getting one. It has one of the best game libraries out there, in addition to the DS games, which you can play all of. Pretty much all of, I believe. you have a immense library of new stuff from Nintendo just the past couple of years. You won't be disappointed. It'll get you through a lot of time. That said, you would have two unique Skylander games. Then when Swap Force comes out, you'd actually have a third. That said, again, same thing. Factor in the graphics, factor in the gameplay, the levels, the enemies, the voice acting, just everything that comprises a game to you. All I simply want to know is which did you enjoy better. If you have not played the 3DS versions, feel free to check with your friends, watch some videos online, whatever floats your boat, or just abstain from voting. Similarly, if you just have the 3DS versions, your console versions are entirely different, so, either abstain from voting or say, hey, I've seen enough videos, I like this one better. But these two blog polls, again, going to run them through September 26th. That'll be roughly 2 weeks before Swap Force drops, 10/13 here in the U.S. Skylanders Spyro's Adventure console versus Skylanders Giants console, and Skylanders Giants 3DS versus Skylanders Spyro's Adventure 3DS. Vote for your favorite. Tell your friends, have them vote. And, if you're an SSA fan and your friends are all SSA fans, and you just always talk about what a better game it is compared to Giants, get everybody to vote similarly. If you think Giants was a step up from SSA, and all your friends agree with you, tell them. Get people to vote. Bottom line, the more people we have, the broader of a consensus opinion we can kind of tabulate here. So that's what we're trying to do, just trying to get a feel for what everyone prefers in terms of these two. Again, I will let you know when we close the poll and do the results. That's when I'll tell you which game I prefer. But that's really all there is to this one. Short, sweet. It is on the old camera. But blog polls will be on the right-hand side of the blog, just below the Twitter feed. We'll have these two running. You'll see the Castaways and Newlanders. If you haven't voted there, you basically pick your favorite character, just to keep it incredibly short. Don't factor in battle mode only. Factor everything in. Pick your favorite character, essentially. You can vote in all of them. You can kind of take the blog links, kind of learn more about that. But again, this one is game versus game. I want to know which one you prefer. Feel free in the comments section to say why you believe Giants is better, why you think SSA was the greatest game of all time and Giants was a disgrace. Whatever your opinions are, cast your vote. Let me know what you think and why. You can do that YouTube, Facebook, Google+, Twitter. The blog would be a great place, and that way it'll be easily archived for me. And the results video, I may reference some people's opinions from there. But again, that's pretty much all there is. Cast your vote. Spread the word. Spyro's Adventure versus Giants, console and 3DS. Want to know what you prefer? Cast your vote in oneofwisdom.com. There'll be a blog link right at the top of the video description. Again, thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.